Czech Chief of General Staff admits possibility of NATO war against Russia.
Here's a summary of the article.
Details. According to him, preparation and deterrence are important to prevent such a scenario. A war between Russia and the North Atlantic Alliance, which is the worst-case scenario for us, is not impossible, it is possible, the Czech Chief of the General Staff said. Aker has noted that the country's armed forces are trying to prepare for a potential intense conflict, as Russia is now on a trajectory of conflict with the alliance. The Czech Republic is a member of NATO, and this brings benefits, but it also imposes certain obligations. Therefore, if a war breaks out, a large number of Czech soldiers will join the fighting in accordance with the alliance's plans, he added. Aker has stressed that given the experience of Russia's war against Ukraine, it is necessary to strengthen national security and, in particular, to overcome dependence on Russian energy supplies as soon as possible. Background. Last week, Aker said that Ukraine's upcoming counter-offensive against Russia would not necessarily turn the situation around on the battlefield and called for preparations for a protracted war.
This post received a score of 3,900, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Hello and welcome to the Cold War. It's only been going on for 50+ years.
Cold War 2.0 with China.
I really think the deal is Cold War II, the International Rules-Based Order (IRO) versus the Central Powers of China, Russia, Iran and North Korea. So, proxy conventional wars as far as the eye can see. Let's hope it stays that way at worst. What are the next battlefields other than Taiwan, South China Sea? I think we'll be competing for influence in places like Turkey, Hungary, Myanmar, India, Brazil, Mexico, Central, and South America. What's old is new again.
The STAN countries, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan and the others in the region. Water is going to become very scarce in that region over the next 20 to 50 years if not sooner.
I'm Canadian. I think long-term the US-Canada trade relationship will become ever more important with respect to fresh water and natural resources. It's the 70s again. If so, Great Lakes gonna be a point of contention.
Look up the Great Lakes Compact. It protects the Great Lakes and is signed by all the parties surrounding them. It prevents someone from being able to run a pipeline and pump Lake Superior or any of the other lakes and divert it to the Midwest or southern states. That was and is a matter of great concern not only because of the impact to the water levels and quality, but also the damage it could cause to the ecosystems.
That's like saying rain is possible in a fortnight. Is it really worth an article?
Considering the source is Ukrainian, I would assume they want us not to forget. They are probably right, but it also serves their cause, so they probably have to keep relaying the message. Our news cycle in the Western world basically tends to lose interest in important topics, like Ukraine etc., very fast. So if I were Ukrainian, I would try to keep stirring the pot. I am not a big fan of how news cycles work. Their situation is important to us, but in my country the coverage is declining.
Propaganda works both ways.
Russia needs a reminder, so they don't get too comfortable with their bullshit invasion becoming background noise in the 24-hour news cycle. Nobody has forgotten the bullshit origins of this entire bullshit and nobody has become complacent with the loss of the innocent human lives caught up in a childish, psychotic, greed-fueled power grab conquest. Russian leaders will wake up from a nightmare one evening to find themselves surrounded by Ukrainian ghosts pointing at them and screaming, "Thieves!" And may God have mercy on their souls in that moment, because there will be none left in Ukraine to give.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.